Hello there, my Aries collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Aries, getting into your vibe. The aristocracy. The aristocracy with you. So, you like the classics, Bridgerton, maybe Downton Abbey, The Great, Aries. Those of you that aren't the high maintenance Emperor Empress vibes, though, I like that for you. There's it's like a game playing vibe as well when it comes to you, Aries. VR Beach, experience life through a new set of eyes, perspective, self-awareness, and new experiences. It's interesting with you. I feel like this is an upgrade. So those of you, if you're cross-watching for Aries, Moon Rising Venus, right? Or, Eight of Pentacles. Those of you wanting to go for those promotions. Oh, Aries. Aries. See, you're like, some of you haven't quite achieved that success yet. I feel like it's a perfect working energy for you. But make sure you avoid like the messy work vibes, or some of you, the messy like work cliches. If you're a writer or a creator, this is like you avoiding every cliche imaginable. Oh my goodness, if you're like a creative director or you're a writer or you're in the writing room, boy, this changes everything up. Yeah, you're like you're the low maintenance version of that emperor, that empress. So you could be an assistant, you could be you should be interviewing and auditioning. So you should be like proactive with your own sort of success here as well. That, for some of you, is what makes the difference with you. So you're a little less than the Empress energy, but you're kind of striving towards that option or that opportunity. Or some of you are dealing with another Aries who is kind of keeping you stuck or stagnant. They're at that Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Swords. That's the boss that promises promotions but doesn't follow through. This is given like the Devil Wears Prada vibes as well. Especially if it's like a work vibe with you. The Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, they're the Ace of Pentacles. If you're a designer or a creative, oh. So you could do clothes, you could do shoes, maybe you do belts, maybe you design jewelry. Oh, I love it when my creatives show up. Because the Four of Wands is given like House of Gucci vibes, or House of Chanel, or, oh. Some of you are pulling Dita Von Teese vibes as well. So, if you're a creative, maybe you, this is given like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is given like clothing design, furniture design, shoes, handbags, maybe jewelry. Maybe you're in an apprenticeship now, and that's why you're stuck or stagnant. Or some of you, you're trying to like create your own sort of, you want to do like your own line of jewelry or line of clothing or line of bags or something like that. But the Empress is what keeps you stuck or stagnant. This allows for growth with you. Oh my goodness. So it's like coming into success in a very weird way, but you're kind of learning to find yourself as well. So from a creative perspective, you haven't quite reached that recognition yet. The King of Wands, the Moon, there's the Hierophant, there's the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Look, if you're a creative, keep those ideas or those concepts to yourself for a minute. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You have an interesting life. So, any of you that do anything creative, or those of you in the workplace, if you do design of any sorts here, you have an interesting life. But it's kind of not your life. It's kind of not your life. It's like the Empress energy there. Some of you, this is you hit that glass ceiling. And the Empress is the one on that glass ceiling. Some of you with like internship energy here. Or you feel like it's almost like an internship. Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords. The Virgo vibe. There with the Three of Cups. This is pulling that creative energy. This is pulling that creative vibe. Anything artistic. So this could be art openings. This could be... It's really pulling designer vibes. You're really pulling designer vibes. I don't know if you do belts, shoes, bags, or you do furniture. Or you actually design clothes. Or you're a creative. You could even do... If you you could design like video games. You could be a programmer. You could be... You're not the Empress yet. So you're pulling the... You have to pick up all the slack. But you could be wanting to create your own option or create your own opportunity here. But you're really stuck or stagnant. Some of you, when it comes to the creative vibe, before you can like start creating your own thing, you have to be mindful. So some of you, make sure you're not signing like shitty contracts. With the Hierophant there, the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles there to the Three of Pentacles. So if your idea or your concept is yours, but some of you, you might not get credit for it. The Empress does. So you're not the high maintenance. You're not the one that can really get your demands met in a sense. So you're not the one that, you don't have the creative say-so. Some of you be mindful of that. So that way you keep your creative say-so. The Virgo with the Three of Cups. You get a great idea. You have a great concept. You have a new option, a new opportunity. Keep that shit to yourself. There's something very unique and interesting about you. But you have to be able to keep that sort of interesting energy about you. Some of you, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. So those of you that work professionally in the creative industry, but your ideas, you don't own your ideas. So you could be designing for somebody else. You could be creating designs for somebody else. You could be the one, whatever creative role that you play. But at the same time, it's not really yours. It's not really yours. How do you overcome that? Some people really do, especially if you do like clothing design. Because the Four of Wands is given like House of Gucci, House of Chanel. It's the designers that take over and start designing for another person. I mean, if you're a writer or you're a creative, this could be, you know, you're ghostwriting for somebody. You need to be very mindful if there's like an option or an opportunity that you're interested in. Because the Hierophant vibe here. Oh, Aries. Oh, I love it when y'all's energy is completely different and odd. This is all about work. This is all about work. Those of you, if you're dating somebody, so those of you avoiding that dating in the workplace. So, you know, if you're dating somebody and you have that competitive energy with the work that you do, and maybe you have a great idea, and some of y'all be mindful that your partner doesn't sort of take your idea and go with it. Especially if you're creating like a whole new sort of vibe. You do something tangible. It is given like shoes, belts, purses, or it's like fabric design, furniture design. This could even be a musician energy. So don't mix your relationships with the work that you do. And you need to, those of you that do anything creative, this is that you don't necessarily own it. So this could be what's kind of interesting for you, right? So you design products for other people, but you want to create your own sort of line of products, but you can't. Or some of y'all, make sure you don't sign that shitty contract. You would have a new idea. You would have something that you're looking at. You would be trying to branch out and create your own sort of option or opportunity here. But you can't. Or some of you, you need to be very mindful if that is what you're trying to do. Especially if you're under contract and you do creative work for everybody else. Keep those ideas to yourself as well. Those of you, if you're dating in the workplace or you have that competitive vibe with your partner, so you and your partner do the same thing, if you're doing any sort of collaborative work with somebody else as well. You haven't established that Hierophant Empress vibe yet, so you're not the one that makes those decisions. But the Empress and the Hierophant also create that glass ceiling for you. So you're probably really gifted and talented. Somebody realizes that and they're just kind of keeping you happy, but they're not letting you or giving you the chance to shine. Those of you that do anything creative, this is definitely a consideration you need to be thinking about. Because you really don't own your design. Oh, and there's the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Swords. There to the Fool vibe. I don't know. If you're a creative, you would be on a long list of people that want that option, want that opportunity. It's for some of you, it could almost be like an internship, or it's like an assistant energy. Everyone wants the option, everyone wants the opportunity, but you might be a little too gifted or talented for that. So why does someone want you or need you, or why is someone keeping you like stuck or stagnant? You're really good. You're really good. If you're a clothing designer, or you do any sort of design, you're really good. You're really good. Whatever your discipline is here, it's pulling more fabrics or shoes, handbags, or jewelry, but it could be anything. Those of you, if you do, like, you make like video games, or you do graphic arts, or you do marketing, you do any sort of creative line of work. Those of you that date and have a competitive vibe in that relationship or partnership, this is where things can get really icky or sticky or weird. So if you're designing or creating with a friend, or you're designing or creating with a romantic partner, and whose idea is who? Whose idea is who? Because this is all going to come down to who gets the credit for the work that you do. Oh my goodness, Aries, y'all done went and got really sophisticated here, didn't you? The King of Cups there with the inconclusive Ten of Swords. The Eight of Wands, the Magician. There to the Four of Cups. Look, some of y'all need to learn. It's I don't know. This is kind of simple life vibes. Do your own thing. Date on the periphery of what you do and not be in competition with your partner. And some of you don't overcomplicate relationships or partnerships, which are already complicated enough. So compartmentalizing your relationships or partnerships. Damn, I don't feel like it's a lucky in love or lucky with the friendship vibes, but you're kind of gonna realize um, the Emperor energy, the Emperor energy, and the Hierophant vibe. This is those of you that kind of you're in that glass ceiling, or you're at that point of that glass ceiling, but whoever's keeping you there, you kind of know. This is like working relationships or partnerships. But you're like the creative one. I mean, this is literally don't be so good at what you do you can't get promoted. Don't be so good at what you do as an assistant that your boss will never put you up for promotion because they depend upon you too much. If you're a creative person, this is all the things that you need to be mindful of that you might not be mindful of, especially if you're new. Because some of you, this is given that energy of newness. So if this is the first time you're working in a creative job, understanding what you need to understand, and any of the artistic um, disciplines here, dancers, creators, musicians, whatever the fuck, right? Those of you, if you're creating an option or an opportunity, or you're sharing ideas with your partner, but your partner does the same thing that you do, and then it kind of comes down to, uh-oh, it's not, it's some of you, it's not so much of a collaboration. You're really good. You're really good. You got a lot of, you're the one that everyone depends upon. That's what's weird with this. So you've kind of created your own glass ceiling. This is tricky. This is going to be tricky. Some of you avoid the trickiness of this. So whatever your discipline is, you need to go down that rabbit hole and understand what you need to understand. So this is like the musicians that keep anyone out of the sound booth when they're recording something. So that way no one can sort of get ideas or inspiration from. If you're a painter and you have an idea or a concept and you know you're sharing that with everybody else and someone else wants to take your idea, it's about design here. So some of you, you're not necessarily reinventing the wheel. It's just kind of your viewpoint on it, which pulls that artistic energy in there. But don't create your own fucking glass ceiling because you're not going to get promoted if your boss needs you that much. So don't be so good at what you do that you can't get promoted. Others of you, this is navigating some very tricky interpersonals. And some of you learning, date somebody on the periphery of what you do, just not somebody where you're in competition with them. Avoid getting shut out of your own opportunity. This could be work, or those of you workplace romances or workplace friendships. If you're a creative, this would be weird. It's weird, but it's not unique, and it's something that you just need to pay attention to. Especially if you're, this is really given like clothing design, but take what's yours and leave what's not. You could do handbags, you could do hair, makeup, nails. You could do anything where there's a competitive energy to it. But those of you in particular, when it comes to design, or anything artistic, I feel like you're the assistant, but you do all the work. You like create all the creative vibes. Someone could need you for creative inspiration. So, this could be a friends group, a dating vibe, or those of you that's in like a creative collective. So maybe you share the same ideas, or you have like a, it's not given like a singles group vibe. Maybe you still meet with a bunch of creatives. This is almost like the artist studio type vibes. This is pulling like Andy Warhol energy. Or you go to a lot of social events that are based on what you do for work and everyone sort of sharing their ideas and their concepts. If you got a new design, now's not the time to wear it out. I feel like you're creating something very interesting and unique that's very marketable, but you need to wait. What's your inspiration and what's your aspiration? Or who is your aspiration? So you have a favorite designer. You have a favorite hair, makeup, nails, whatever the hell your discipline is here. Well, Aries. I like this. I like this. It's going to be interesting, but it's something you're going to have to learn. Those, especially since you're pulling new vibes. It isn't particular to you. This is just something that you need to pay attention to. So that way you avoid this sort of this vibe. Or some of you, when you're stuck in this kind of yeah, don't create your own glass ceiling. Don't be so good that you can't get promoted. Don't make your boss look so good that they're never going to put you up for promotion. And those of you, when it comes to your creative ideas, you're not the messy one. So I don't know if you're cross-watching for Aries or some of you. Pay attention to this. Ooh, Aries. Pay attention to Scorpio. All this Cups energy. Pay attention to Scorpio. If you got Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. You're going to be left out anyway with that Seven of Cups. So pay attention to that. That King of Cups energy. That King of Cups energy. Take your time with something. Oh, I love this. Good luck. God bless. Peace, love, and light, Aries.